lads, give your heart and soul. Run lads, shoot lads, give us all a go. Run lads, shoot lads, you can do it yet. Come on Newport County, oh, bang it in the net.
Hello everybody, welcome to Taff's Word. This will be the last Taff's Word of 2021, so I want to take this opportunity to wish everybody who watches these videos, all the subscribers of our channel and any followers of any other of our social media platforms, a happy new year for 2022. 2022 is going to be a bigger year for the Amber Army YouTube. We're going to be looking at delivering fresh new content, of which we haven't really decided yet, so the floor is open to you guys for comments. What type of videos would you like to see? Would you want to see more of me? Would you like to see more of Ollie? Do you want to see more in-game stuff? Would you like to see a stronger return of Amber Talk? Do you want to see more Phil? Would you like to see new creators on the channel? The floor is yours basically, guys. I mean, we've got ideas, but at the end of the day, they need to be right for you, the viewers, of course. So please feel free to drop in any suggestions that you like. What we could maybe do is take a number of nominated suggestions from the comments that you guys put in below, and we'll take that and put in a poll, and then whatever wins that poll is what we'll put the most focus on. Can't say fairer than that, really, can we? So 2021 has been a very up and down year. 2021 started really poorly for Newport County, as we know, because of the results dipped. Players left, so we saw Scott Twine had to go back, Brandon Cooper had to go back. We also saw the likes of Jamie Proctor, Jamie Devitt, Psycho Johnny all go back from loan. So 5 loan recalls were, it hit our squad really hard. Flynn had to use what he had to put together a squad, well, a reinforced squad to go with the rest of the players and keep our promotion hopes alive. Yeah, let's just say that at the beginning of 2021, everything sort of fell off a cliff edge for us. A long run of poor results, very few wins, losses. The pitch deterioration caused us a lot of problems, meant we had to play in Cardiff for a little while. And then eventually we made it into the playoffs. I think there's a lot of us that'll still feel we should have done better than the playoffs. There's a lot of regret, possibly on Flynn's part, that the answer to promotion could have lied with Dom Telford. He was sat on his bench for the majority of the time that he was here. When he was used, he scored a goal, which got us a draw against a 9-man Exeter. I mean, we went 1-0 down when they were down to 10. They then went down to 9 men, and we only scored once, and it was Dom Telford who got that goal. But look, hindsight and all that is a great thing. And even though this season hasn't started as well as we'd like to have, I think with the new manager, with Robury in charge, I think there's structure in place. There's positive momentum taking place at the club. And I think we're ending 2021. Unfortunately, we're ending 2021 with the 3-0 loss at Rochdale, which I think that there was a bit of a freak of a result in comparison to the way that we've been playing. Granted, the first 20 minutes, they should have been 3-0 up by then anyway. But for me, I think the result wasn't really a fair reflection of the game itself. I thought we dominated the rest of that game. They caught us on the break, got one of the worst penalty decisions I've ever seen, with one of the worst non-free kicks that have ever not been given. Well, no, it wasn't a non-free kick. It was a blatant foul. It's probably one of the worst I've seen for not giving a blatant foul on the lead up to giving one of the worst penalties, because after being fouled, he then come back, retrieved the ball. Yeah, okay, so the man fell over, probably threw himself down a little bit more than he needed to. But look, at the end of the day, it was what it was in the end. It was I wouldn't say it was a smash and grab, because there's no 3-0 smash and grabs, but they had their backs against the wall for more of the game than what we did, and we lost 3-0. One of them games, but I got to give Rochdale a lot of credit. I thought they were very, very good. But that's just talking about one game. There's been a lot of games in 2021. As we said, we should have got automatic promotion because of the start that we had. It fell, like I said, it fell off a cliff edge, and we only narrowly made it into the playoffs. We got a draw at an already relegated Southend to just squeeze our way in. Well, like I say, the playoffs itself, the Forest Green tie was epic. It was worth getting at the playoffs just for being part of that tie, and it was lovely to be on the winning side of it. The playoff final, the less said about that, the better. Although 2022 could see what I'm going to call the year of the Great Leapfrog. Now, there's been hints of that through our Amber Army Twitter and Facebook, the Great Leapfrog. I already have the image in mind. So Morecambe are in a relegation place and they're losing games in League One quite rapidly now. They had a pretty decent start, but I got a feeling that Cole Stockton will move on in the January transfer window. I got a feeling one of the top League One teams will take him, possibly a bottom-end Championship club could come in for him. Will that give them enough money to reinforce their squad enough to stop themselves from getting relegated? Well, they don't deserve to be in League One in the first place. So the fact that they're on course of being relegated from League One is absolutely no surprise to anybody. So I don't think their squad is anywhere near good enough to stay in that league. So I fully expect Morecambe to get relegated anyway. If we can really turn our fortunes round the way we know we can because of the players that we got, considering we don't lose any loan players, thankfully the big spine of the team are not loan players. The two goal-scoring strikers are ours. Yes, there's a big hefty area in midfield with the likes of Kane, Azaz and Cooper that are loans. There's not a lot we can really do about that, but one chunk of area is easier to replace than dots, where you're gap filling all around the squad like we had to last year. I mean, we had two forwards, we had two forwards, two midfielders and a defender go, and it's hard to do that. All you got to do is reinforce the midfield. I mean, we lost some players on loan. We bring some more in on loan. It's not a, you understand where I'm coming from. It's easier to reinforce one area of the pitch than try and gap fill a number of different areas. I mean, it didn't work last year. We didn't do that very well at all. On paper, we should have. Nicky Maynard and Dom Telford, you'd think, yep, they're going to fire us into an automatic promotion spot. They didn't. Well, Telford didn't have the opportunity to. Maynard had more than an opportunity to. He scored vital goals here and there, but just didn't work out for us last year. This year, I think it's more likely to. I think we're strong in every area. Re-signing Joe Day's been important. I know he's made a few mistakes, but like I say, Joe Day, if he didn't make those mistakes, would be still in the Championship with somebody because he's that good of a goalkeeper. People say his distribution's poor. I disagree. People say his command of his area is poor. I completely disagree with that. He is a very, very good League Two goalkeeper. For me, the best in League Two. I think our defence is strong. I think our midfield is strong. Although, if you look at the loan players, we weren't using them initially. So, how important they are? Yeah, very. How vital they are to our promotion? That remains to be seen. But hopefully we'll keep them all. There isn't mutterings of Ollie Cooper going back. But I think Swansea are more in the market for... I think there's a guy from Man City they're looking at signing on loan. So I think they'll leave Ollie Cooper with us. So I think the players who we've got will keep. And then we'll have them for the rest of the season. Robury's got to reinforce the squad himself. Now, there are players who Flynn signed who he doesn't want there. We know that already. One's left already, Chris Missalou. Yeah, okay. I didn't like seeing him go, personally, because I thought he could have offered something. Apparently, he didn't really do that much in training or on the pitch. So, that's just how it is. So, how Robury reinforces the squad, we'll see. But hopefully his connections in football will allow him to get a good selection of players. I'd like to think we may pick up a couple of youngsters from Cardiff on loan. I mean, I know there's fans out there that still don't like Cardiff. People like me and anyone younger than me won't have seen the rivalry there. They'll just heard the stories. So they don't feel it in the same way as the older generation would. So let's wait and see, basically. I think we have exciting times. I'm looking forward to Walsall away tomorrow if it goes ahead. I think that's an opportunity for us. I think it's an opportunity for the players themselves to really bounce back. And I think Robury will deliver that message to them. Bounce back from that Rochdale disappointment. So there we go. Hopefully it'll be a really, really good opportunity to kick off the new year with a result, a much needed good result. And 2021, as much as it's been more disappointing than anything. I mean, we got no cup runs to show for anything like we're usually used to, but hopefully with no focus on cups, there's focus entirely on League Two. So let's see. We got a promotion push, and I really, really want this great leapfrog to happen. And I've already got the meme more or less ready to go. So you'll look forward to seeing that in May, hopefully. Anyway, guys, I just want to take this final opportunity now to say a big thank you to all of you who have supported the channel. Rob Taylor's Conquered All the Chippies video have helped us make quite a bit of money, enough money for us to sponsor Dom Telford's home shirt, which we will be auctioning off at the end of the season, all going into our coffers. And again, if you already don't know, no individuals of the Amber Army group take any money from the Amber Army pot. The Amber Army pot is for direct and indirect club use completely. Indirect club use is things like the upkeep of our drum, for example, new flags, anything that's going to contribute to the atmosphere, anything that's going to be an investment to go towards improving our stance on social media, you know, basically improving the club's exposure. So that's pretty much where all our money goes, you know, and charitable stuff as well in the name of Newport County. And then, like I said, you know, we sponsor the club. We've made donations to the Supporters Trust in the past. If more money comes in, more money goes out, the better off the club will be on the back of it. So the more support you can get us. I'm saying that 2022 is going to be the year for 5,000 subscribers. We broke 4,000 last year. A big help, obviously, to Rob Taylor's video. More to come from him, maybe. All right, that's another thing to put in the comments. If you'd like to see more from Rob Taylor, you know, call upon him, and we'll see if we can get him to scrape himself up and do some new content for you all. So there we go. 2022 could be a big year for both Newport County and the Amber Army, and hopefully we'll get your continued support and more from new subscribers as well. So thanks in advance to you, and thanks for everybody for everything you've done for us in the past. And I wish you all a great 2022. Happy New Year to you all, and hope you all had a great Christmas. Cheerio for now, and as always, the county.